Wood. In panic. Really?
And now I am here. Woohoo! Yay.
What just happened?
Nothing. Just nothing.
Nothing? Nothing, babe?
Yes, nothing. Because I'm trying to do something.
And what is that, pretty human?
You know what I am doing.
And with your headphones when you are talking to me?
I'm live right now, baby.
What?
Yes, like.
With who?
What's up, Allison? What's up?
Oh. Really, Allison? What is with the shoe on your
Huh?
You have a shoe on your tablet. What is that for anyway? Is that like a sticker?
Yeah, that's a sticker. And Allison can hear you.
I know. What am I?
Okay, Allison, I can see the comment. You know.
What comment?
I'm on live since I am on live right now.
Of course. Of course, pretty human. I'll say my Hercules. Got you, Hercules, babe.
Sure.
Sure, to you, Hercules. I heard that, babe.
Sure.
You Hercules, my human Hercules, with a six-pack.
Yeah, I'm not trying to scream, Allison. I'm not.
I hope not.
No, she just said that in the comments.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck? Alrighty then. City. Now I gotta put in another man, which I don't know. What am I gonna
Oh, that's awesome, Allison.
What's that? What's he got?
Well, she just said that William is gonna go to Allison's house. And it's just going to be on a Saturday.
Ooh, I wish I can, but I went to her old house before, but not the new one.
Yeah,
I'll be doing
I know, baby, I know.
Where is the movie I wanted to watch today? Bingo! We're looking for
Well, that sounds fun, Allison.
Hunchback of Notre Dame 1 and 2. Not those. They have songs in there I like. So I'm gonna watch Ghostbusters.
So I just know about So I just know about how do I train for 100 meters and 200 meters sprint. That for short sprinters, for 100, 200, and 100 meter to accelerate to accelerate and speed are essential. For the speed,
Had a go in my mouth.
you you have to do eight for 150 meters for after each 150 meter rest for 3 minutes.
So we need to wait.
For 6 time for 120 meters for 3 times 90 meters after each 120 meters rest for 5 minutes. 2 times for 180 meters for 3 times 3 for 150 meter per yeah.
Something's
How do you increase the max velocity? Oh, well, this is going to be awesome, baby.
What's that, babe?
But
Mr.
Allison just said if
Mm-hmm. And
if she wants me to tell you maybe if Allison could talk to her mom if you can come over to Allison's house on Memorial Day to come swimming.
trying to think when is Memorial Day. When is Memorial Day, babe? Because I know when is Memorial Day.
That's going to be on the 29th.
Ooh, what day is that? Is that like a Saturday?
Monday.
Sunday? Monday? I have... What time?
Well, my girl wants to know what time if she can go to your house. She wanted to know about that. What time for that, Allison?
What am I always doing on that day, Memorial Day? I know I have program after that, and then I'm home for the afternoon, but I don't know what time will be good for me. Not at 7, because I'm always wanted to get home at 7 because of Tuesday's program.
Yeah,
I don't want to be out a lot. I don't want to be out late.
Baby, I know.
But probably like around 3 and 4. No, not at 4. I eat dinner at 4. 5 or 6. I don't know. I have to think of it.
But I think Allison will talk to her mom about it.
Because I want to see her mom on Friday.
Yeah,
but I'm
I know.
I want to see her mom so bad. I haven't seen her, but I still have to put your host home's phone number on my phone.
So I just got the schedule and time. It's going to be on June 5th around 12 to 3.
12 to 3?
Yeah.
12, I'm always at the program. And then 1 and 2, I'm on the bus. And then 3, I'm home. I'm always home like around 3. So that's what I do around 3. I just stay home in my room and then just wait till 4:30 to eat my dinner. And then I'm just in my room all day. That's all I do when it's Monday afternoon. I just stay in my room and just... That's what I have to do.
June 5th.
But it's not until when? The 29th of what? June?
Actually, she just said I think she just said around June 5th at 12 to 3, which means after gala or something.
Cause in June I have an activity on the 3rd.
Actually, that's in May.
Yeah.
June. So June the 5th?
I just have that activity.
Oh, that's
in June,
gonna be
and then
on a Monday, the 5th. Around. No, I think that's wrong because I think in June that doesn't say about Saturday. That's going to be on a Monday.
Yeah.
Because that June 5th, which is next month after May gets done.
Yeah. Because I just have that activity in June 3rd, for the kickoff of summer thing for my church.
So June 3rd?
But I have to find it's my activity with my church.
I think that June 3rd I think that's going to be on a Saturday.
Yeah, that's when my activity is. So
yeah,
it would be at Meadowland Drive. That's where the activity is I'm going to. And there's 3 things I have to do.
Okay, I think that might work. On June 10th.
June 10th?
Yeah, because June 10th, which is on a Saturday. Next month.
Except I go to the library at 10.
Oh gosh.
And then I'm home all day. Cause around 6 and 5, like 5 and 4, I watch the Three Stooges, and then 6 and 7 is my movie I have to watch, and then 8 and 9 is when it's over, and then boom, I'm out.
Hold on.
From the movie.
Hold on. I think. Well, for me, you guys, around June 10th, which is from Friday through Sunday, I have a state for the track. For the Special Olympics, which means, Anderson, I will be gone for 3 days next month. On 9th, 10th, and 11th, which means I will be back on the 12th on a Monday. So that's the reason why that I will be gone for those 3 days on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the state summer classic for the 3 days. Two, 4 to 6. So I just got the other times. From June 10th, I know that you're gonna be at a library around.
Yeah. 10, because that's when it's open.
Yeah, I know, but there's more time. Like, let's probably do it around 4 to 6 o'clock or something.
What I usually do, I just do the same thing every day. I'm always home like around 11, and then 12 I eat my lunch, and then like around 1 and 2, I tried to take a nap, but I just can't because I was like tired from.
So how about the
days I had.
17th?
And now, and then
Ah,
I might, but if I don't have anything
okay.
planned in June, I just have that activity in June. That's it. And
Well,
then I'm done.
on
Nothing for me.
a Saturday the 17th in June,
Mm-hmm.
and she just said that about that day on a Saturday the 17th.
Of June?
Yes.
What did she say?
She just commented. She just commented that
Mm-hmm.
just now.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm gonna keep out to my Google for more research about how do I increase max velocity.
Yeah.
That it
Me, I
said
don't know. I just
with
watching
the two
Ghostbusters
most
now.
common methods to use to increase maximum velocity, that includes top end sprinting for 2 or 3 seconds after a complete acceleration phase of 40 meters of maximum
Mm-hmm.
acceleration, or by running from less than 40 meters.
Yeah.
Sub
Me.
maximal
Mm-hmm.
acceleration into top end speed for a short burst for 2 or 3 seconds.
Uh-huh. Me, babe.
Um,
I'm gonna try and call my friend from Boise, Idaho, because I haven't heard from her. I haven't heard from her since, because she's been up in BYU with her son. But he graduated from college along with her daughter, too. So now she's just been so busy, and I haven't heard from her. But I'm gonna let you go, babe. Alright? But I'll see you on Wednesday, okay?
okay, baby. Love you.
Yeah, love you.
Yeah, I think those times it's fine if since I like swimming, if I don't um so anyway, so yeah. Um there is a lot of yeah, there's a lot of good stuff about how many yards should I sprint. That it said how much and how, yeah, how much and how I didn't tell her. I didn't tell her about my swim trunks. I think I was trying to say I didn't tell her about um that she will be blushing if she's if she see me in my swim trunks with just a planks. Uh, so it's about 300 meters or yards of good quality speed training per session with about 72 hours recovery. Um, that I was trying to say that um, so how can I increase? Yeah, how can I increase my 100-meter speed in 2 weeks? Which means that it's how to run a faster 100-meter, the complete sprinter's guide. There's a lot of warm-ups. There's a lot of goals during my warm-up. Warm-up is to facilitate faster muscle contractions and help to prepare mm, for my training. And there's interval training, strength training, pre-race preparation, warm-up, setting up the starting blocks, and on your marks. That is the speed project. So let's get in. Let's now. I did not forget, which means I did not forget how to run a faster 100-meter. How to run a faster 100-meter. The complete sprinter guide. Um, with this sprinter's guide for sprints for 100-meter. That it said in the 100-meter is a race of power and explosiveness. To learn how to sprint at so there was more about the 100-meter is a race of power and explosiveness that we have to learn that I have to learn how to sprint and effectively is no easy feat. With the greatest sprinters can cover the distance in under 10 seconds for the 100-meter training. You guys, so with this 100-meter training, you have to learn about these warm-up that it said the goal during your warm-up is to facilitate faster muscle with contractions and how to prepare you for a great training that you need to make sure that I get lots of blood flowing so that oxygen is to transported to the active muscle to contracting during movement. And for the warm up um for the warm up cardio, you have to start with 5 minutes of cardio is to start your warm up with 5 minutes of light cardio. For sprinters, usually opt for jogging around the track, but cardio machines, the treadmills, warming machine, etc. are fine too. So yeah, um, with dynamic stretching and mobility drills, that we have to avoid static stretching when the muscles are cold. To focus on that, dynamic movements, to be a lot more active stretching with these types of stretches, and that will help with these drills to help you reach your warm up goals. With the technique drills, when performed correctly, technique with the drills, that can provide a direct transfer to your acceleration and maximum velocity sprinting. With the accelerations, you have to perform 3 or 4 accelerations for driving from the start line for 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 meters. That you should increase the the intensity the, the intensity with each acceleration. Um, with this interval training. Um, that it said the bulk of our sprint training is made up of intervals, with a 100-meter is one of the shortest sprints. So you want to make sure the distance of your runs is not too long. That to give you an idea, that we have rarely performed runs over 400 meters once pre-season has ended. Um, with the intensity, the volume of your training can vary, but if you want the workload of your training to match the intensity of the event, that this usually means perform sprints at high intensity level, at least like about 90%, and occupying by full or close to full recovery in between sets. If our athletes are running at 90% or more, that they will have a full or close to full recovery. But there are other things that with this training, variables to consider. For an example, if the volume of if the volume of training is high, then the intensity of each individual's run will be below about 90%, with shorter rest periods. And a lot of people has been doing this a lot. Um, there's a lot of sets per, like, doing workouts, like with the explosive and plyometric stuff, that we have to. So yeah. For the strength training, Um, further, further strength sessions are an important aspect for the training to be used to maximize your sprinting potential. With his strength training that doesn't solely involve lifting, uh, that doesn't involve with lifting weights in a gym. Um, that we usually have two strength training sessions for a week, consisting of one explosive strength training session and one reactive strength training session. And this is going to be good ones. With the race preparation, um, things that you have to learn first. So the first things first is to let's go through what you need to do to prepare for a race day. To getting this right, that it could make all the difference at the finish line. It really helps with that race preparation. Um, there's a lot of stuff that we need to focus on throughout any that you have to get to be that you have to be stay hydrated. This is for the pre-race preparation. Um, with this pre um, with this pre-race preparation, y- um, you have to get an appropriate amount of sleep the night before. You have to eat a good breakfast before the race. Eating lunch or a snack may be appropriate depending on the time of your race and races. For the warm up, the I suggested that if you begin warm up for 45 minutes for 1 hour before the scheduled start time of your race, there is often a lot of waiting around on event days, so that this will make sure that you're prepared physically and mentally in time. Um, that it also gives you a chance to use the bathroom, make any last minute preparations, and get to the athlete waiting area. With your actual warm up should be the same as the warm up if you perform during training, minus the technique drills. To Okay, that is good. So I'm done with that one. Let's move on to the good ones. Um, there's a lot of stuff about um to set up the starting blocks. So with the starting blocks, you guys, I've seen a few or more sprinters that use the blocks to start off to be to be explode right out of the box. Because you have to learn a lot of physics to know about the speed equation, and it really helps. Yeah. So that is it. When you are setting up with your starting blocks, if you want to make sure to set up is the same every single time. If you don't want to vary to or guess your block, block, position or consistency is the key. how to find your pedal, to how to find your pedal position. There's 3 things that you need to know. You have to use 2 feet lengths from the start line for the front pedal. Use 3 feet lengths from the start line for the back pedal. You have to place the angle of the blocks at around 45 degrees. And it's the same thing for the nut. With this guideline, you have to feel free to practice varying block position when training and stick with what feels best for you. For the pre-race routine, for an ounce, the blocks are in place. If I like my athletes to go through the same routine. If they do a couple of acceleration from the blocks from 2 or 3 to increase the distance of from each acceleration from around 10 to 30 minutes. Meters, not minutes. Sorry. For each individual's athlete has their own routine that helps to get them to relax, get get in the zone. That this can be some sort of pre-race ritual to be positive mental imagery from etc or something like that. Just don't worry. Just don't worry about this too much when starting out. That it will develop over race experience. With the important thing is to try and settle the nerves and keep relaxed. Um. So yeah, the next thing is how to run the 100 meters. So with this 100-meter, if we are able to split the race into 3 different phases, with these right, and you will start to lower those numbers on the clock. With sorry about that, guys. With your mics, with the block starts, can be a bit tricky to perform, especially if you're inexperienced with. That's why that these practice doing training is so important. To get into the blocks, start out in front of. You have to start out in front of all fours and coil yourself back into them like a spring waiting to pop. Like, yeah. Just don't place your entire foot on the pedal. You have to, you want the tip of the forefoot to be in contact with the ground as demonstrated in the picture. you have to place your hands just outside of the shoulders with and make sure if they are behind the line. If your fingers and thumbs should form an arch will which will allow for stability when you come up into the set position. Yeah, I am always okay. I'm just talking about this stuff about sprinting, the acceleration phase. Um, when the official says set, you have to raise your hips to extend slightly at the knees. Come up into a position where your hips are higher than your shoulders. Keep a straight line through the hips, spine, and head so that everything that remains in a neutral position. Just don't lean forward so that you are over the line. That this will take the weight off your feet and transfer it to your hands. You have to you want the tension in your feet so that you can push hard off the pedals, pedals, and to explode from the blocks. Um, yeah, and that's a lot of good stuff to learn to explode from the blocks. Um, with the accelerating there. Um, with the acceleration phase that that this phase involves blasting out of I mean that this phase that it involves blasting out of the blocks by pushing off the rear and front pedals hard with both feet. Here you want to pull your rear leg through quickly whilst the body leans forward. Um, that you have to extend the leg in the front pedal at the knee and hip upon completion of the movement to bring the body into a 45-degree angle from the ground. That you should be able to make a straight line from the foot that was in the front pedal through the body and to the head as shown in the image below. So try not to overstretch during your first stride out from the blocks. But this will only cause you to decelerate faster. It also puts unnecessary pressure on the hamstrings, which could cause an injury. So don't overstretch during your first stride, you guys. With this note that this often occurs due to poor positioning in the blocks or the athlete trying to stand upright too quickly. There's a lot of transition phase. So yeah, I was trying to say that there's a lot of stuff that we have to learn about this transition phase. That during your acceleration, that you will begin to build momentum to increase your velocity. You have to try and increase the length of your stride with every step. Um, the next task is to make an efficient transition that allows you to come up naturally from the force created by your strides. From abstain, from abstain from standing upright too quickly, that this will cause you to lose momentum faster and decelerate. So there's a lot of good glide. This is called the gliding phase. So with the gliding phase that begins once if the torso is is upright, here you will use your leg muscle strength to sprinting form with maintain a wide but comfortable stride length. Uh, just try and stay relaxed. That this means no hunching the shoulders or pinching the jaw. Higher levels of tension in the body, like us, um, that will only slow you down sooner. Um, once you reach your top speed, you will only be able to maintain it for a minimal amount of time. Um, that this is why getting the acceleration right can make or break your race. With a deceleration is unavoidable, but good sprinting technique that it can help maintain your maximum velocity. You have to putting the phases of the 100-meter together. So so this is good training example right here. The best training for the 100-meter sprinter training templates. So with these templates of a training example, like for instance, for the 100-meter sprint training for week 1, for the day 1, to do 4 times for 6 times for 60 meters, back to backs with 5-minute recovery. for the day 2 for the strength training session. For day 3 for 3 times for 110 meters, for 90 meters, for 70 meters, or 50 meter with 7 minutes recovery. For the something for week 2, for day 1 to do 3 times for 5, 3 times for 5 for 80 meters, harness runs with 6-minute recovery. For day 3, for 3 times for 60 meters, 80 meters, 100 meters, or 120 meters with a walk back with about 6 to 8-minute recovery. And for week 3, for the day 1 to do 4 times for 40 meters, for 2 times for 80 meters, for 1 times for 100 meters, with 5 to 7 and 9-minute recovery for the first set from blocks. From day 3 for 40 meters, 70 meters, 100 meters, 70, 40, with times 2 with 6-minute recovery. So that is what it is. That is what that means. So how many sets of 30-second sprints? Well, you have to complete 3 or 4 intervals for lasting for 20 to 30 seconds at an intensity of 10. For your maximal effort, you have to rest for 4 to 5 minutes after each sprint. With these rest periods can be complete for recovery with no activity or low intensity workout. Exercise like walking. Just keep the level around a 1 or 2. Which means I just know why. So why am I getting slower at sprinting? Because I just know why. That whenever I keep sprinting with slower at sprinting, because with the fatigue that I haven't stretched or rested my body properly since my last workout. If you may not be able to sprint as fast as you want, and every workout with a proper cool down and power to run exercise, as well as take your rest days before attempting to work on your speed. So how can I sprint longer without getting tired? So the first time that I just started sprinting was I just started off like really little bit too high. Um, that it said don't start running at too high with that speed. You have to start a slow pace to increasing a little by little. Just go to the toilet. Yeah, just go to the toilet before running. Each week should try to increase your running level to shorten the time to run a fixed distance or lengthen that distance. Just don't put a lot of pressure on running. Just do not run too hard. When sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Um, hey Anderson, are you still there? Um, uh, will I get faster if I sprint every day? Well, typically in life, the best way to get better at something is to do with. If I want to sprint faster, the first logical step that I would be to sprint fast on a regular basis. With this, sprinting makes you faster by activating fast twitch muscle fibers. Yes, yes, that's what I should. I should start slow and work up to um to work on my momentum whenever whenever it comes whenever I sprint whenever I start slow with my pace. That's good. Um, so sprinting makes you faster by activating the fast twitch muscle fibers, which means there is a one energy drink. It's like a Gatorade. Gatorade fast twitch energy drink of a fruit punch. Those ones helps, and which I should be getting those ones. I think I could ask my host about that. That would be awesome. Yeah, you just have to activate the fast twitch with the muscle fibers that people should should recruit should recruiting high threshold motor skill no motor skills the motor units and by improving my sprinting technique. So only one thing I'm gonna ask you is this, Anderson. Um, how should I breathe when I run? I think it's the best way to breathe while running is to is to is to um is to inhale and exhale using both, which is my nose and my mouth. So nose and mouth to combine them whenever I breathing through both the mouth and the nose, that it will keep my breathing steady and engage my diaphragm for maximum oxygen to intake, and it allows me to expel carbon dioxide quickly. How many times a week should actually? Yeah. Uh, uh, how many times a week should you sprint to increase speed? For the and ideally, sprint training workouts that should be done for 3 times a week, which I'm gonna try my best to do 3 times a week for to allow at least 1 or 2 days. So 1 day or 2 days or something. Yes, that's a great answer. Yes, Alison. Give props to her. Woo! Great job with that answer, Alison. To breathe through the nose, then out from the mouth for 3 times. Yes, that's a great answer right there, Alison. Yes, that's a good. for rest or another easy exercise between sprint workouts. And here's a good question. There's a good question for you, Anderson. How soon do you see results from sprints? Pretty good ones. That is that in fact, a lot of progressing in running and getting fitter. That it involves lots of complex changes in the body on uh, a cellular level. If you follow a set running schedule or programs, you may notice results with your performance for 4 to 6 weeks, says Tim, and it may take longer if you have a more sporadic running plan. Uh, how how long does it take for sprints to work? Ah, but it said, but no matter how you style with my sprints, that it tackling a treadmill sprint workout once in a week, in addition to 2 or 5 other runs, can improve your speed in as little as 3 or 4 weeks. So, how many 10 seconds? I mean, how many 10-second sprints should I do, Allison? So, how many 10-second should I do for the sprints? About 10 through 20 to 30 system consists of a 30-second walk or jog, to follow by a moderately paced 20 seconds run, and then a 10-second sprint. That this is done for 5 times after a break. The process starts again for a total of 2 to 5 times for each training session. For the workout is repeated for 2 to 3 times a week. 10 to 15 times. Okay, that's good. Um, how many reps of sprints should you do, or should I do? That's the video. I forgot. The, um, can you get in shape by sprinting? It is. With sprinting has also been shown to build muscle and strength in the legs, as long as it's paired with the right nutrition for building muscles. Uh, for building muscle increases your endurance, which means you can run for longer before being fatigued and can improve your speed. Uh, does sprinting shape your body? That's the question for you, Anderson. Um, does sprinting shape your body? I mean, mm, mm, not that one. Mm, That's the first answer that you just said the first time, but then not the second time. This is the different question. Different question. Does sprinting shape your body? What is the answer for the question of does sprinting shape your body? Especially not the answer of the well the answer is sprinting is an exercise that it can help you build muscle mass and burn calories. As a result, potential benefits of sprinting training includes to to be to be improvements in speed, uh, cardiovascular health, uh, blood pressure, and blood sugar levels. Great job, Anderson. But anyway, I'm gonna stop here, you guys. That was great, great uh, session with questions. Uh, this is great. Except except I gotta charge my laptop. But anyway, thanks for being here. This is great. I just love having you guys on my live, and it helps me with this with his answers about to 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 start slow pace or level and if a leg or foot. Yes, that's true. Um, yeah, this is great, you guys. Very heavy, very happy to be on here, and it's great. Um, but I will call you on my phone after this live stream gets done. So, anyway, this is great, you guys. Anyway, was have to, I have to get, I have to get going. Um, I gotta get things done. So, thanks for being here. God bless to you, Allison. Thanks for the awesome answers, for the good questions. I have to slow down all my questions. So I have to do that someday or at some point. So yeah. So anyway, well, I'm gonna end here, you guys. See ya.